Quiet, everyone. We're ready to roll.
The guest has arrived. David gets ready for 5 minutes of insightful conversation.
Hello, and welcome back to Trends. I'm with Sumate Sudasna, President Emeritus TICA, that's the Thailand Incentive Convention Association, and Chief Resilience Officer at CDM, Conference and Destination Management. We're at ITCMA and CTW 2025, and you are watching Trends. I was at the meeting show in Singapore, and there was a presentation where New Gen were talking about their aspirations of a career in the industry, in MICE. And these kids were saying that they want to work Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. Do you think the new generation have to adapt to the industry, or does the industry have to adapt to the new generation?
It's a no-brainer question. I mean, you cannot ask the industry to adapt to you, But in any industry or any job that any Gen Z or whoever is going into, you have to, move into and adapt yourself into the job. Very easy.
Yeah. I was astounded because I thought they have unrealistic expectations, that they were saying they want a career in MICE. Some of them want to work for DMC, but they want the 9 to 5 and Monday to Friday. And they said that the older generation don't have it right, that we badly manage our time. But I can't see that you can run events on a Monday to Friday 9 to 5 schedule.
No way. No, it's natural. I mean, you can't really stop the clock or tell the client to say, "Oh, wait, I'm busy," And if they want an answer yesterday, then you give an answer as soon as possible. Or if they want to come on an inspection over the long holiday, then you put off what your plans are and cooperate. Yeah.
How's the MICE industry for Thailand and for CDM for this year so far? Somebody's walking around the show saying that the hotels are suffering and the business isn't good this month and it's dire. But I'm talking to DMCs on the MICE side, and they're saying actually the business is buoyant and it's good. What's the overview within TICA as to the MICE industry 2025?
It depends on who you are, where you're coming from. For DMCs, I believe we're all busy, and it's a healthy business that we have. I think there is really no real competition among ourselves, as you may know. The DMCs specialize in North American market and European market and ASEAN and whatever we have. But once in a while we have competition, but then it's all friendly competition, and the business come to Thailand anyway. So in general, I think the DMCs are doing well and have been doing well since after COVID. And it's slowing down a little bit, but 2026 and even 27 is looking promising. So it depends on where your market is.
Yesterday I asked you a question, and it was quite interesting how you replied about AI, because I'm using AI probably a third of my time now, day-wise, in ChatGPT, assisting what I do. Do you think that it could outdate the role of the DMC?
I don't think so. You know very well, what's his name? The other person talking with us, he says AI is very unnatural. He can detect it. He can see. When he sees it, he knows it's AI written, and it's not. It has no personal touch.
But do you not think it could help on the proposals? I remember when I was a DMC a good few years ago now, and the amount of time and investment we put into proposals, and in those days around 5% actually converted. So 95% of our time was pumping out these quite extensive documents visually and in text that never convert. Can AI help us on that as a DMC?
I would have a pessimistic overview about that. I think again it looks unnatural, and how can AI? AI actually the Facebook post you did yesterday, there are some AI elaborations down below. It's quite astonishing but it scanned all the activities that I have done, and they put that together, and still, but it looks like it's been in haste, compiled, and just put it together. I think when we describe something, we need to describe it authentically and not too boring. I mean, as I said before, people don't want to read so long, like paragraphs of writing, and in the end they say, oh, that's not for me. So you start again. So we like to keep things simple. Our proposals are simple and as few words as possible, but a lot of pictures, a lot of illustrations also. I think that's effective.
Yesterday at the keynote, Dr. Supawan from TSAP mentioned about the importance of storytelling and authenticity of an immersive experience that the delegates of MICE are expecting. Is that true, and has that been the case for a long time, in that delegates want something unique? They don't want to be bussed around the Grand Palace or taken to the traditional tourist sites. Do you have to offer something a little bit different that maybe is community engaged?
I think we've been doing that quite before the this immersive thing came into mind.
I think you have.
For decades, yeah. We've always looked for special touch, special edge in whatever we do. The Grand Palace visit, for example, we try to invite experts to accompany and also to maybe open doors that don't normally open. We've been doing that, and then we do whatever the client expects. Everybody says we want something unique that's never been done before. It doesn't exist, but then you can sort of enhance and perhaps add value to it in however you can.
And finally, my question is, I always have to ask this about the S word, sustainability. Do you think customers are buying MICE experiences based on sustainability, or is it just a tick box? Okay, we'll consider sustainable activities and hotels, but it's not actually influencing the purchase. Is it a lot of talk but no action, or do you see some action?
I think customers would like to achieve sustainability effort in their planning, but then it's really not on top of the list. I mean, as I said some time ago, they're not out to save the world. I mean, they're here to enjoy their reward, and the sponsors expect them to enjoy the reward and complete their objective of the campaign altogether. A lot of customers have their global CSR program, and they stick to that. So there is really not much more of a need to fulfill that on our end. If they would like something, we can do it in line with their corporate, objective. But otherwise, it's really not on top of the list yet.
Okay, good. Sumate Sudasna, President Emeritus at TICA, the Thailand Incentive Convention Association, founder, and I think you're CEO or chairman of CDM, the leading DMC. Thank you so much for meeting with us today at the Trends Pop-Up Studio at IGCMA and CTW 2025, and keep up the great work.
Pleasure. Actually, my new title is CRO, Chief Resilience Officer.
I like that.
I make sure the company thrives and go forward in the erupting and the evolving industry.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Cut.